I'm happy to welcome to the show Senior Loan Officer at Nova Home Loans, Jason Matsuzawa. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You know, every time you're on, we learn something new, and today we're going to talk about refinancing.
Yes.
So tell the folks at home about refinancing.
Well, when you're refinancing, you want to look at several things. Your interest rate, your loan to value, meaning how much you owe on your house compared to what the value may be, what other homes are selling for in the neighborhood. You may be currently paying mortgage insurance. If you are at the right threshold, you might be able to get rid of that mortgage insurance. Checking your interest rate to see if you're paying the lowest rate that's available right now. And you may be able to save yourself a few dollars per month.
Definitely. And one of the good things about that is there's really no risk in reaching out to you to see what you can do with their current loan, right?
Absolutely not. In fact, it doesn't cost anything, other than your time. And time is valuable. But all it takes is a phone call or visiting my website, and I'll be happy to go over your options with you.
Now, for folks that may be first-time home buyers,
Yes.
what is it that they should be thinking about?
Honestly, they should be thinking about all their bills, everything, possibly what they can afford, not what they want to afford, what they really can afford. Put that into perspective. So they need to talk to a mortgage officer so that they can get that information and say, okay, you qualify for this payment, which is approximately this much house. So they know when they're looking, okay, we need to stay in these boundaries. That way their eyes aren't getting too big, or maybe they can get a little bit more than what they actually are thinking.
Just because somebody may qualify for a higher loan doesn't necessarily mean it's the right fit for them, right? Because they can become very strapped if they don't strategically look at things.
Correct, and there are rules in place that don't let the debt to income, or DTI, go over a certain amount. So that's to make sure consumers get to stay in where they should be so they can always afford their payment.
Yeah, I know there are different options out there for folks when they're looking to get a mortgage. Why do you think people should choose Nova Home Loans and you?
Well, one, I guess just being the biggest isn't necessarily the reason why, but I truly feel that we are the best. And that's how we did become the biggest in Southern Arizona, is because we do treat the client well. We make sure that things are done on time and in the client's best interest. And not just to close a loan, not just to do a loan, not to treat you like a number, but you're actually a person. We want to see you in the future. We want to see your friends. We want to see your family, your coworkers. And the only way to do that is to make sure that we treat you right and get everything right the way it's supposed to be. And also, Nova also gives back to the community. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there's lots of charities that are sponsored by Nova. So Nova gives back, so that we can help the economy, which when that gets better and everybody helps, they can possibly buy a house. And that's, it's not for that reason, but it just happens to come back to you that way.
For the folks at home that want to reach out to you to get pre-qualified or to see what you can do on refinancing their mortgage, what's the best way to do that?
Best way, always call me on my cell phone, which is 520-429-1973. You can go to my website, which is www.myarizonahomeloan.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
No problem. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate it.